Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today I will be talking to an old friend of mine from high school, Lauren Gregory. She's an old friend of mine, she's 2 years older than me, and we're going to talk about high school and what she's up to now and stuff, just reminisce about high school today. So we went to San Mateo High School. Bearcats, baby. Orange and black, we honor. And so yeah, today I'll be talking to Lauren Gregory, and I'm pretty excited, and it's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, here's my interview with Lauren Gregory. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Well, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks. My first podcast.
Wow, you're first.
Yeah.
Well, they always say the first is the hardest, but I'll be gentle with you.
Oh, thanks.
You're a couple years older than me. You graduated in 99, right? From San Mateo High, yeah. So you got there 2 years before me and stuff. What was San Mateo High like before I got there? Pretty much the same?
I think it was about the same. It's funny because so much time has gone by, and it's weird. San Mateo and Bowditch are kind of like combining into one really long time. I don't know if it's just getting older, you start like forgetting things, but it was basically the same.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do that years ago because like everybody from Bowditch went to San Mateo.
Almost, yeah. They kind of, majority, and then, some split into Aragon, Burlingame High, what was the other, Hillsdale?
Yeah. I went to Bayside, and about 80% of Bayside went to Aragon.
There were a lot of Baysiders in San Mateo, though, too, right?
Oh, there were, but the most of them were at Aragon.
Okay.
And
why did you end up going to San Mateo instead of Aragon?
Well, I was supposed to. I was all programmed. I didn't go to school very much in middle school because I was bullied a lot, and I just didn't want to go to school. I wanted to stay home and everything. So
Sure.
San Mateo was a school that generally would not take me, and Aragon was taking me, and we had a meeting with San Mateo High, and I told them that I was going to be good, I was going to behave and go to school and everything, and so they accepted me.
Okay. Got it. Well, good. Glad that you ended up there.
There's some days I wish I had went to Aragon because all my friends were there, and I missed out on a lot. Some of them went through some pretty bad changes that I can't help but think maybe they would have been different if they had been hanging around me,
Sure. It's tough. I mean, the decisions that you make in life, and, sometimes you wonder what if, but I guess that's all part of growing up, right?
Right. And so, yeah, I mean, I got there, I played football, I did wrestling 1 year, and I did track, and I did clubs. I was in student council by junior year, and it was a lot of fun. What stuff did you do?
So I was in cheerleading, and that was pretty much it. Kind of midway through, I really hit my showing my colorful side, so I was a little bit naughty when I was in high school.
How naughty were you?
I might have gotten suspended a couple times.
Uh-huh.
For various things, but, I turned out okay.
Damn, I hate this lawnmower that's outside. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I got suspended for a week my senior year. I was bragging about some sex I had like the night before, and like the person passed it along to that person, and then it got back to the parents, and then the principal, and I got in trouble.
Oh, jeez. I don't think you could get suspended for that.
Well, we had a different principal my senior year.
Okay.
She was a principal from Peninsula High School, and so that's the troublemaker school. Yeah.
Got it. That's all you got to say right there.
Yeah. If it had been Mr. Douglas, it would have been a different situation.
Sure.
But who were a lot of your friends you hung around? Hello?
Did I lose you?
Yeah, for a second.
Okay.
Who were a lot of your
Sorry
friends?
about that.
It's okay. Who were a lot of your friends you hung around?
So my like kind of close-knit group of friends was Victoria Miller, Tracy Peach, Jenny Lalore. They were kind of the people that I had known from Bowditch.
Yeah.
Which was good because I wasn't too familiar with the people at Bowditch. When I went to middle school, I had gone to a Catholic school from kindergarten until 5th grade, so I really only knew 2 people.
Right.
One person. 2 people when I got to Bowditch. Erin Shea, who ended up going to Aragon, and then Katie Newkirk, who, ended up going to San Mateo. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Victoria, she was...
And, of course, the girls from the cheerleading squad, I knew, but...
Yeah, like, Tiffany Tate.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cheerleading. God, who else? Stacy Bartaldo.
Yeah, there is Stacey Bartaldo, Erin Farrell, Katie Woodworth, Alexis Krause. I mean, it kind of changed every year, but yeah.
Yeah, Victoria Miller. She was in my typing class. I had a huge crush on her.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, truth comes out.
There was a.
Never.
Go ahead.
Oh no, you never tried to make a move?
No, there are certain girls that I did make a move with. Actually, a lot of them, but certain ones I was just too afraid to, mainly because they had brothers that were in my class and stuff.
Okay, so you knew her brother Steve?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I remember a school dance where she was dressed all sexy and wearing these boots. I remember, and she had her hair all back and everything, and I was like, God damn! I mean, she didn't look like that in class. I can tell you that.
Oh, too funny.
Yeah.
Well, she had some boyfriends in high school too, so
yeah.
The amount of times that she was actually available were limited. So.
Yeah. Who did you date in high school?
Oh God. So I dated a guy, Andy, for a while. That was not good. I kind of not really, but I went out a couple times with a guy, Tommy, but he still had a girlfriend, even though he had told me that they were broken up. So
Right.
That started some drama, but and then I dated someone that didn't go to the high school. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't have any game in high school. I mean, other than there were some Hillsdale girls because they didn't have to see me every day. But there was a lot of girls that I liked, and I was just I was always needy and always looking for attention.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves a little bit of attention, right?
A little, yeah. But who?
So what did you do afterwards?
Well, let's see. I took care of my grandma for 9 months until she died right after high school, and then I waited about 7 months, and then I went to CSM for a semester, and then they asked me to leave because I was very disruptive and I just I couldn't concentrate on my schoolwork because I missed my grandmother. I mean, she had like defined my life up to that point, you know.
Sure.
So I decided that I was going to become a stand-up comedian, but my mom told me that it was best for me to wait a while and just get some life experience so I have something to talk about and just, you know,
Sure.
snap out of this depression I was in. So 2005, I got a job working at Long's in San Carlos. I was there for 2 years, and I started doing comedy while I was there. And I found out I had to lose weight. I lost 130 pounds.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I moved to Arizona very briefly because my mom's ex bought a house out there after he had gotten fired in San Mateo. And I went to go live with them for about 3 months, and it was a clusterfuck, so I got the hell out of there and came back to San Mateo. And I became a bouncer in a bar while doing stand-up comedy. Yeah. And then after I left this bar, I got depressed again. I started drinking, and I drank and worked various jobs in retail and security until my car accident 3 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And ever since then, just pursuing the biz and, you know, starting this podcast a year ago as I moved up here in Redding to help my mom pay the rent. And yeah, it's going good.
Very good. I'm so happy for you, and I hope that the comedy takes off, because I'd really love to see you come to Milwaukee so that I can see your show.
Yeah, I've been to very few places outside of California. I've been to Arizona, Washington, but that's about it.
Okay. Well, the career can take you places, so.
Yep. I'm just trying. Try to think. Before we get into what you're currently doing and stuff, I was curious though, did you have any crushes you care to admit?
Yeah, I'll totally admit. That's fine. I had a crush on Steve Jower. He was one of the twins.
Love Steve. I love Steve.
Funny story with that, actually. So his sister Liz, she was on the varsity cheerleading squad when I was on JV, and she had told me that she said that he thought I was cute. I don't know if she was just saying it or what. And then I kind of admitted to a couple people that I thought that he was cute. So this one day, unbeknownst to me, all of these people asked him on my behalf to go to a dance, which I was like, why are you guys doing that? We ended up, we didn't go.
Right.
But it was just like a very weird situation, totally embarrassing. I was mortified. So I guess that's a lesson learned to, keep your opinions and crushes to yourself at the time.
Who else?
But I think that was the big one. There wasn't too many.
Yeah, I tried to get voted Dream Date in my senior poll, and that didn't happen.
Who beat you out?
Oh God, Joe Ezrati.
Joe Ezrati. I don't remember him.
He was this nerdy rich kid from Hillsboro, and like.
Oh, okay.
He got Dream Date. He got like I think was he Homecoming King or he was one of the princes, one of the two, and he got all these other ones, and everyone was like, how the hell did he get it? He's not that popular, you know.
I guess he knew the right people, right?
Yeah, pretty much. He was hanging out with all the student government kids.
Sounds like a fix to me.
Yeah, definitely. And like we were the last class to graduate in the old building before they tore it down.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it in years. years. I don't get back home that often, but I'm sure I wouldn't even recognize it.
Yeah, it's let's see, the class of '02 they started they were doing the portables, and then after class of '05, then the school was new and fully formed. I don't like the gym. It reminds me of Burlingame's gym.
Oh, really? It's not the pit style anymore?
Nope, the pit is long gone.
Oh. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, they want to do new technology and new stuff.
Sure. Yeah, it was a bit dated, but
And they got this Olympic style swimming pool in which I met this teacher who had been there when my parents were there a few years ago, and after he retired in 1985, he was a member of the school board for 16 years, and he left because they wanted to put $1 million into putting a Olympic style swimming pool in there, and he tried to fight it, and it didn't work, so he stepped down as a member of the school board.
okay.
Yeah, he just thought that was just absurd.
Well, sounds like they've made a lot of changes since we were there.
Yeah, and there's no teachers left there from when we were there other than Mr. Friedman,
Which one was Mr. Friedman? I know that name.
the drama teacher.
Okay, got it. I remember him now. All right.
Yeah, he's the only one left. And I think there may be one teacher who was there after you left that we had. Other than that, everyone's gone.
Okay.
But yeah, Mr. Friedman, after I think my junior year, he started hosting this public access kids game show called Quiz Kids. And
Okay.
yeah, I was on Channel 26 on Peninsula TV for 17 years, and then 2 years ago they canceled it finally.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, after you left, there was a lot of weirdness that happened to the school. I mean, once they started tearing down the old gym and stuff, just all these weird changes started emerging. And then when we got the new principal after Mr. Douglas retired, it wasn't the same again.
Okay. Now, when you played football, were you playing for what was his God? Was it Packy Moss?
Oh, Packy left after your senior year.
Okay.
They got rid of him because he just wasn't a good coach.
I had heard that there was some drama or something surrounding him.
Oh yeah, a lot of drama. I mean, some of the players stood up to him. He wouldn't write them a recommendation for college, and it actually got worse when he went to Woodside. When he went to Woodside, they had a strike, and they were like, "We're not going to be coached by this asshole. Let's get this guy out of here."
Wow.
Yeah, and I actually met guys who were on that team years later, and they told me the whole story, and they just couldn't believe what a bad coach he was and what an asshole he was. They had to get rid of him because they would tell the principal and stuff, and of course the principal is going to listen to the adults, not the kids. But then they made them listen, But I had Packy as a PE teacher at Bayside, and he was cool. But as a coach, something changed. And I actually ran into.
I guess maybe could it be a mentor or?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. But I ran into him 6 years ago, and he was completely gray, and he lost a little bit of weight. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was.
Is he fully retired now?
I guess I don't know. I haven't heard his name in a long time.
Okay.
So, But yeah, San Mateo High. To me, the first 3 years was pretty good, and then my senior year it was pretty lonely. It just with everything changing and like all my friends in the older classes had gone, and I'll tell you, the freshman class from my senior year, like this was the beginning of what we call now, you know, entitled millennials. You know,
Oh, great.
this was like the beginning of it. I never met so many rude kids in any of the classes that I had seen at that high school until class of '04 came.
Oh, boy.
It was bad.
I'm glad that I missed out on that.
Yeah, they were, yeah, I mean, and I see a lot of them now. They haven't changed. They are just bad. But you got to be there with some pretty cool classes, I have to say. I mean, class of '98, '99, and 2000, they were pretty cool. And I know a few people from '97 and '96.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some cool people in those classes. I remember class of '97 had their 10-year reunion at the bar I was a bouncer at, Swinging Door in San Mateo. It used to be the Prince of Wales.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I miss Prince of Wales.
Yeah, I was a bouncer there for 2 years from '07 to '09,
Okay.
and like they had class of '97 showed up for a party there for the reunion, and I saw a bunch of people I knew. I saw McGill de Trinidad, and he was happy to see me because he helped coach my teams after he graduated.
Huh.
Yeah, and there was who else? There was well, actually there was quite a few people from '97 that I didn't see, but I saw him. I saw one of the Regadios. Um, who else? Andrew Doolittle.
Okay.
Saw him. That guy, a bunch of people. And then I went to the class of '98 reunion that was at Ola's in Burlingame, and that was a fun night. I got Dave Mokhtari to sing karaoke.
Gosh. What
It,
did he sing?
oh, he and I, well, I joined him. I helped him out. We sang Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I miss Dave. I was like really depressed when that happened last year.
Yeah, I saw that he had passed, but I didn't hear any specifics about it. I still talk to, I don't know if you remember Nick Schweik.
Nick Schweik. No.
He left, so I knew him at Bowditch, and then he was at San Mateo for a little bit, but his family moved, to the eastern side of the country, so you might not remember him, but he remembers David really well. So.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, Dave, he DJ'd my 25th birthday party. He,
Okay.
um, he had a group of friends that were just awful to me, and and they all went to San Mateo, but he was the cool one, and like he was never too busy to talk to me and like hang out whenever I'd see him somewhere, and he was a good friend. I mean, he DJ'd that party for free, and he took the initiative to do it because Josh Unesian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh is a friend too, and he was the normal DJ on that night. But
Okay.
I asked Dave if he could do it, and Josh actually wanted the night off, and he actually came to the party anyways to hang out. So it was a cool swap there. But yeah, Dave was a good friend, and I actually saw him a couple of months after I got out of the hospital, and it's sad to say, I mean, he loved his drugs, and like I told him that I was taking prescribed OxyContin for my pain from the hospital, and he like asked me if I had any on me, and I was like, no, I left it at home, man, you know. But yeah, not that I would give it to him anyways, but he loved his drugs, and it's a sad thing. I love the guy, you know. But what did you do after high school?
So afterwards, I did CSM for like a hot minute, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I ended up just working for about 4 years, and then kind of went back, and then So I kept up at CSM to, with the intent of getting an associate's degree, and then applied to the University of Michigan, which I did not get in first time around. And then I ended up doing something kind of crazy. I decided to move across the country to Ann Arbor, and then I enrolled in a community college out there and reapplied and then got in. So
Nice.
Finished up college in Michigan and then ended up in Milwaukee.
Wow. And you're 100% happy in Milwaukee?
I am. I do like it. The winter is really, really difficult. I mean, I've gone through a few of them, so I'd like to say that I'm used to it, but I mean, the temperature and the climate that we came from, where it was just very mild all year round.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not my thing, cold weather, but the people are really great. We've got kind of a cool food scene out here, which, I love restaurants and I love eating.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I have a good job. I've got my husband and we've got a little one. So, things are good. I do miss California, but it is too damn expensive.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to move to Los Angeles. I've been trying to do that for 17 years. Yeah, I wanted to leave like right out of high school, and I had to take care of my grandmother though, and now I'm ready. And my mom, she's ready pretty much. I mean, she's gonna retire next spring, and we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna at least go out there for 30 days to try to get stuff done,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for your career too, that's the place you want to be, right?
Yeah. Because I've been there several times since getting out of the hospital. I've gone down there, and I just love it over there.
So when are you thinking that you're going to get there?
By next spring.
Next spring? Very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I turned 35 a couple weeks ago, and I felt like I was going through kind of a pre-midlife crisis, because I haven't accomplished everything that I want to, and it took me so long to realize the gift I have, because comedy was just a hobby for me before. But
Well, I think that, the trend lately is, people are reaching, the level that they want to get to in their career later than people did in the past. So I don't think 35 is, it's not too late. You know what I mean?
yeah, but the problem is with Hollywood now, it's all youth appeal. I mean, the only old people who still have careers are the ones who have been making money for 30 years.
Sure. Yeah, but if you're funny, it doesn't matter.
Some people, yes, to some people.
Well, that's at least what I think.
My senior year, I used to perform in the rallies at school for the football team and stuff. I do these like song parodies, and I would just do impressions of like Sesame Street characters and stuff, and made a lot of people laugh. A lot of people was like, "You suck, get off the stage," but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
sad that I missed out on that.
I ran for student body dance commissioner in my junior year, and I lost to Amanda Metzger. But everyone said though I had the best speech. The best speech between her and Michelle Garcia. I had the best speech. I was just clowning. I was just like pretty much making fun of them, and everyone was like just cheering for me. But I meant it in good fun. I wasn't mean about it.
Yeah.
But it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it. And then I tried to do an appointed position, and I didn't get that either, and stuff. I was pretty bummed though because, I felt like I worked so hard on it, but I got 130 votes. Yeah.
Out of how many people who voted?
I don't know. I know that I got 130, Amanda got 220, and poor Michelle only got
Right.
40.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. It was a good time though. And I'll never forget Derek Jandu's speech. He ended up winning student body president. He did the speech where um, he was like reciting just these long like poems and these speeches and stuff from like things of the past, and all this like trumpet music is playing in the background. And I don't know, there's something so weird yet compelling about it, and it was no wonder that he won because he just
Hmm.
didn't put any thought into it. He just did it.
It was memorable, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was very memorable, and I've never seen anything like it. It was pretty cool and stuff. But yeah, those were some good times.
Yeah, a lot of good times. Some bad ones.
What would you say were your best years there?
Probably the earlier part, um, first and second, and then things got kind of rough afterwards.
Yeah, same with me. I mean, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just trying to think about the future and what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I wasn't even like really thinking about the future at that point. I think it seems so far. I think when you're young, you think that it's gonna stay like that longer than it's going to, not realizing that
Hmm.
you actually have to continue to progress. But whatever. Make mistakes and it teaches you some really good lessons, and then you correct it down the road. So
Yeah, and yeah, my favorite part of senior year though. Oh my God, senior activity day and the boat dance.
okay,
Did you go to the boat dance?
I did not.
God, it was so much fun.
Where was it?
It was on some boat on some pier up in San Francisco, and
Okay.
there was these horrible Subway sandwiches that they catered there that I couldn't enjoy. Yeah, I wish they had like an option to like make your own Subway sandwiches when they cater. They were terrible. And
Yeah, I could do without that.
yeah, but it was pretty cool though. And coming back on the bus from the boat dance was a lot of fun. Me and a couple of guys were like in the back of the bus, just like singing songs like the theme from Coming to America and stuff, and just having a good
Oh,
time.
good one.
Yeah, and let's like we weren't drunk or high, but we may as well been. I used to go to school dances, and like no girls wanted to dance with me until like junior year and like sophomore year and like yeah, end of freshman year. I just took it so personal, and then junior year I started to get dances.
With who?
Let's see, junior year. There's a girl that was a year younger than me I used to hang out with named Catherine Skoblov.
Okay.
She hung out with Don Marie Knuckles' sister Jessica, and
Okay. See, I knew Don Murray, but I don't. I didn't know her sister.
yeah, Catherine actually got there. Catherine actually got there second semester her freshman year because she went to Aragon first, and then
Okay.
and then let's see who else. Senior year, I had a date. Do you know the Reluda twins?
Maybe if I saw their picture, but
Yeah, Abby and April, they were class of '02. I went with Abby to the dance, and like some girls told me beforehand that they wanted me that she wanted me to ask them that oh no that she wanted me to ask her to the dance, and I was like, really? because I asked her like a few weeks before, and she turned me down, and I was like, now she's interested. It was just fucking weird, and I asked her, and she said, yeah, and she said, yeah, I'll go with you, and I was like, okay, and so we went, and I don't know, something happened during the night. I think she got jealous at some of the other dances I was getting and stuff. Like I slow danced with Victoria Heibel that night, and I think she got jealous of that or something. She just didn't talk to me for like the rest of the night, and then she ended up moving and going somewhere else after that year. Her and her sister, and but I've seen them since, and so everything's cool. But at that time, it was just a really weird thing. And then my senior year, when I went to prom, let's see, I danced with Grace Healy, Stephanie Patrick, Stephanie Patrick, um, Ashley Wolf-Clain twice, um, Liz Madsen, and I think there was somebody else. I can't remember. I think that was it. But yeah, I got some pretty good slow dances.
Oh, there's some good ones. Grace Healy's beautiful.
Yeah, Grace is very beautiful. Her and I, we had art class, and like we were always like making each other laugh and giving each other shit and stuff. I don't think she was at our 10 year though. I can't remember. I went to my 10 year reunion, and only about, I don't know, just about under 60 people showed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they opened up the whatchamacallit, the time capsule, and everyone that they called was not there. Swear to God.
I wonder, did more people move away, or do you think that there just wasn't interest? I mean, I didn't go to any of, I haven't, I will never go to a reunion. I just, I have zero interest.
It's a combination of both. I know a lot of them were gone, but I also know a lot of them just did not want to be there.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I actually had more fun at Class of '02's reunion than I did my own.
Okay.
I had a lot more fun at that one, and I got to see a lot of people I wanted to see and stuff. And that was the last one I went to. I haven't gone to any others since.
Okay.
I didn't get to go
The
to.
reunion thing is not really my thing, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see them, you'll see them.
Yeah. Right.
If you want to, come to town and meet them for dinner or something, you know, I mean, not make it a point to go to the reunion, but if you want to see your friends, and have dinner with them, you'll do that, but not go to the reunion. I just think that the thing I don't like about the reunions, they freaking rape you up the ass with the money for tickets.
Uh-huh.
I just hate that. If this is your high school reunion, you should be able to go for free.
Yeah.
But of course, the place.
How much do they charge?
Oh, it varies, but I think the most that I've gone to probably about $80.
Okay. And that includes entry, food, drinks, or drinks is probably separate.
The drinks, yeah, separate. It's a cash bar, but like for food, yeah, it includes it because they have buffets there. They have buffets there, and it's a cash bar for drinks. But but it's just like I mean I know the venue that they're renting. I know that they want that money to go to them and stuff, but it's just like, oh my God. I mean, why can't they just do it, in the gym of the school,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would be a lot cheaper that way, but they don't want to do it. Did you go to your grad night?
No, so so I was class of '99. I
Right.
actually left in '98. So
Oh,
it was
oh,
just one of those things that I kind of wanted to get out of. But yeah.
Well, I went to my grad night. It was at the Peninsula Athletic Club, which is no longer there. It like they that closed down like within a couple of years.
Hmm.
And oh my God, we had a buffet of like all this great Mexican food, and the weather was really nice and hot, and oh my God, really big elaborate slideshows, and it's just everybody had a good time. We had our disposable cameras, taking pictures. It was just a lot of fun. I remember, and I got to lose my virginity after we were done.
So
And
all in all, it was a good night.
yeah, it was a very good night. And yeah, I actually have a few pictures from that tucked away somewhere of that whole night. And I don't even remember taking the pictures because it was so long ago,
Yeah.
you know. But it was a really good night, and we had a hot tub, and we had a swimming pool there and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Very cool.
So yeah, but everything with you overall is good.
Yeah. So just working. So today's technically my day off, but I'm doing a favor for one of my accounts. I actually in the process of delivering some cases of wine for a wedding that I guess slipped through the cracks. But work is good, family's good. My son's actually in California visiting my parents
Nice,
for the summertime. So um, the husband and I get some dating time, which is nice.
nice.
So yeah, everything's good. Just keeping busy, trying to not be too stressed with work. Although that doesn't really ever happen. There's always some sort of stress, but things could always be worse, right?
Always, yep, always be worse.
And how are you doing otherwise? I mean, you've got a lot of big things going on with the career. You've got the podcast going now.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the fact that I'm in Reading, I hate this place. People here are so rude and so
Really?
conservative and rednecky here and white trash. It's just, I hate it. And luckily, I'll be gone next year with LA and everything. But I just,
Mm-hmm.
I just hate it here. There's nothing for me to do other than this podcast, and it's just, it's just really boring here. But at least I got the podcast. I got my conventions to go to, and I got my screenplays to write whenever I have time to do that. And
Okay.
overall, yeah, I can't complain. It's great.
Well, hopefully your experience in Reading will lead to some really good stand-up stories.
Well, I'm developing this fanboy persona with all these like one-liners and stuff about the '80s and
Okay.
stuff. But yeah, I do have like stuff about about my car accident, about my dysfunctional family, and all that stuff that I've been using for years. You know,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm blessed because I wasn't supposed to make it out of that coma in
Yeah.
that accident, but I'm just blessed.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm so happy for you and just, I mean, with, how far you've come, and I think it's incredible. You obviously are a survivor, and there's someone looking out for you.
hmm is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
Not really. Do you have any other questions? I do kind of want to know about this, your encounter with Robert Englund. I'm very jealous.
Okay. Yeah, no. So I went to this Comic Con last weekend called Fandemic.
Okay.
It's the first one. They got a second one in Texas in September, and
Okay.
I don't go to the international ones because they're very expensive, and I don't like waiting in line for autographs from the photo ops. I like to go to the smaller ones, because
Right.
there's traffic control at them. But
Sure.
so me and my mom, we waited about 90 minutes to meet him, And we go, and he was very nice. He told me a story about a movie he was in called The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, the Andrew Dice Clay movie. And he told the story. He was really funny and everything. And he signed my poster. And I was supposed to interview him, but he said that I should try back at the end of the day, and I don't want to do that because he's going to be tired at the end of the day with all these people he has to meet. So it didn't happen, but I hope it will in the future. And so I got the photo op with him, and that was cool.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
I showed it to my husband. I was like, oh my God, look at this. And, I was like, this is someone I knew from high school. Like, look who he's with. And he's like, oh my God, that's so cool. And I'm like, I'm so jealous. He knows that, the Nightmare movies are some of my favorites. I love horror movies. And, I have every single Freddy movie at home. So.
Yeah, I got them all too. And I've interviewed a few people from the series on the show that I've been lucky to meet. I got another one coming this Monday. I'm going to interview Kristen's mother from 3 and 4, Brooke Bundy.
Okay.
Because I've interviewed her daughter Tiffany Helm, who was in Friday the 13th Part 5. She played the punk rock girl Violet in that.
Okay.
And I met Brooke at a convention last year. She's a very nice lady, and I'm looking forward to that one.
Very cool. Celebrity appearances.
Yep. So, yep, I'm looking forward to it. One thing I wish I could go back to last Saturday when I went to that. There was a girl that struck up a conversation with my mom while we were in both of Robert's lines, and she said she travels all around the world to conventions. She was like in her late 40s, Italian, really cute, had curly hair and stuff. And I was just so nervous about meeting Robert and everything, and like trying to time everything perfectly, because those international Comic Cons can be stressing because everything is timed for the photo ops and autographs and everything. And so I'm like listening, but I'm just thinking about meeting Robert and meeting all these other people and stuff. That I wish I could have gotten her name, because I don't know, she seemed like somebody I could hang out with.
Yeah.
So I did a misconnection thing on Facebook and Twitter to see if she's on there, and she wasn't. I never heard back or anything, sadly. But I hope I see her again in the future.
Yeah. Well, if she travels around with them, your chances are good. So.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Fingers and toes crossed.
And toes and eyes.
All right. Well, Lauren, I thank you so much for taking the time this morning to talk to me.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. It was great catching up and doing a little reminiscing. So.
Yep. And yeah, I hope I see you again in the future someday.
Someday I'm gonna get back out there. We do need to take a trip. It's been a while, so when I do, I will totally reach out to you.
Awesome. That would be great. All right. Well, you have a great day, Lauren.
Thank you. You too, and best of luck with all of your endeavors. And I cannot wait to see you do stand-up someday.
I do have videos on YouTube.
Okay. What's the page called? Is it just search your name?
Yeah, I just put Tommy Kovac, videos of me performing in different dive bars and stuff, and just make sure the kids are not around.
Okay, definitely. Although, my son's probably heard a few things slip out of my mouth occasionally.
Yeah. So if you put Tommy Kovac in, the two best ones I recommend is one of me live at the Lariat in 2011. There's that one, and then there's one of me called Tommy Kovac Comedy Act, where I'm at Rooster T. Feathers, and I'm killing on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
I will definitely take a look.
Awesome.
All right.
Have a good day, Lauren, and God bless you.
Thank you. You as well.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, there you have it. Lauren Gregory-Haas. Ain't she a sweetheart? Thank you so much, Lauren. It was a really good reminiscence of San Mateo High School and talking about everything we went through during and afterwards. And I hope I see you again someday soon. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, add me as a friend on Facebook, join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past because the present sucks. Later, dude.